Hello daughter, is me, your mother, Berry_Ken, and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's episode, we are doing part 2, episode 2 of Rupauls Drag Race All-Star 5. So, in this episode, we get kind of a recap of last week's episode. So the girls just came back to the workroom, they're spilling a little tea, and it was revealed that Juju B decided to vote for Mayhem. Now, of course, Mayhem was pissed. She feels absolutely honored and like she has a sense of real friendship with these girls for not voting for her and making the obvious choice to send home Derek Barry. But to hear that Juju B, someone who she claims to be good friends with, vote to send her home, she took it quite personal. Now, I personally didn't think the shade was serious because I was like, Mayhem, you didn't do good, girl. You did not do good. Live with that, be okay with it, take it in yourself, and do better next week. Did she do better next week? We're about to get into the tea. So, new week in the workroom. Everybody's gathered. Rue didn't enter the room yet. And apparently Miss Cracker felt the need to get off her chest that she wished she had some white out in order to put her name on the lipstick to send the girl home to vote for Ojina, who wasn't even up for elimination. I thought it was extremely shady. I mean, yes, if that's how you feel, girl, that's how you feel. But I don't know if I would have expressed that to her. I mean, don't be a shady bitch to say behind her back. But to say something like that to somebody in this competition, it just seemed like she was playing mind games and everybody agreed, and it was really, really shady. So next, glancing over at my notes, the usual. So instead of having a mini challenge, India, who won last week's challenge, was able to pick her top 2 competitors that she felt was in this competition. And she picked Blair St. Clair and Shea Coulee. Now, a lot of people are surprised that she picked Blair St. Clair. I'm not. Blair St. Clair is a very talented young queen and an all-star. So by no means would I call her out, especially... Girl, the wrong way. Look, just give me a second. But yeah, so unknowingly, she was actually picking the captains of the other 2 teams for the main challenge, because the main challenge this week, or the Maxi challenge, was that they broke into girls groups as normal on episode 2 of All Stars. They break into girl groups and they have to sing a little rap verse or like song verse about some celebrity crush they had and so forth and so on. So they break into groups, and Ojina was picked last. So she felt some type of way about that. But she joined Shea Coulee's team with Mariah Balenciaga. And it is so much drama within these groups. Shay's freaking out because Ojina the same week, for some reason, lost her voice. Mariah needed a little guiding hand when it was time to do her voice. Not voice. What are you talking about? I'm confused. When it was time to do her verse, got you that time. And I can't help but laugh because no. But yeah, so it was time for her to do her verse and she was fucking up. So Shay got a little concerned. Then within Blair St. Clair group, who had Miss Cracker and Mayhem Miller, of course, they're all new queens. Cracker and Mayhem was on her season, so they felt that would be a good group for them. Wrong. Miss Cracker's still on her high horse, and it seems that she's putting her group in a bit of a pickle. Mayhem Miller is just not feeling the tea. She's not getting good vibes. And even Blair is feeling a little stressed out from Miss Cracker just always coming in and buzzing in. Now, I'm a Miss Cracker fan, so I have to come to her defense and say, when you're in your head and you're constantly picking yourself apart, some way the best form of communication for you is to pick other people apart as well. It's not to be deviant, it's not to be, disrespectful. It's just the way Miss Cracker brain works, and does it come across well, and this even plays to her story apparently on the season, because she gets called out for her personality, and she calls bullshit. She's just like, I am not that type of individual. I'm not that type of person. And I wish more people could see me for who I really was. It was all emotional and cute and blah, 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 blah. But back to the tea, girl. Let's take a look at these notes. Let's take a little look at these notes. So Blair was in Hawaii. Oh, yes, girl. Not only was Miss Cracker all over her team, but Blair St. Clair was already in her head about recording because she's a recording artist and she wasn't doing too good to start off with. So the pressure was on for her. For me personally, the tops of this week was definitely Blair St. Clair because once again, you know, had that split moment of being in her head and managed to overcome. We're gonna get into her runway look in just a moment. But another top for me was Alexis Mateo. She was a part of, who group was she in? She was in India's group. It was India, Alexis, and Jujubee. Yes, Alexis Mateo. Alexis Mateo was in India's group with Jujubee, and I really loved Alexis Mateo this week. She again proved to everybody why she's an all-star, double fold. Her voice was just so cute. Her runway outfit was amazing. She serves always. I love her so much. But moving forward, so Cracker ends up excelling in the competition. She does really good with her voice as well, which I wasn't surprised. Overall, I think her team was probably one of the best, but of course, Shay's team ended up overshadowing theirs because they had tighter choreography, and Shay absolutely slayed this week. Another one of my tops for this week. She did what she had to do. That was the bar that I definitely wanted her to reach, but it's not over yet because fast forwarding to the runway looks. On the runway, everybody serves absolutely amazing looks, but I definitely have my fan favorites. Category-wise, love the skin you're in. And Alexis Mateo, again, absolutely slayed it. I loved her runway look. It was beautiful. She shined through with confidence. And it was just different. A lot of the other girls did a similar silhouette, but for some reason hers just shined through because of that confidence that she carries. Blair St. Clair look was absolutely amazing. Michelle Visage was trying to throw her shade about her look because she said technically it's not skin, but look at everybody on the stage. Everybody looks almost the same. The same tones, the same kind of silhouette. Blair was the only one who stepped out of the box as a young, amazing artist and was like, you know what? My skin doesn't have to be like everybody else's. I can make my skin look the way I want. Beauty is skin deep. Like, for her to bring out this pink look with... The pink look was already sickening, I thought was genius. I understood that completely. But then to take it even a step further with the fashion and wear this skin-tight leather with the neon green wig? What? If I was Rue, Mother Rue herself, Blair definitely would probably have been a top this week, hands down. I mean, not to say she was a bottom, but like, oh baby, it would have been another tie. But Mayhem Miller outfit was absolutely amazing. I feel like she pulled a lot of inspiration from Kim Kardashian's look, the cinch waist, the diamonds dripping off. Kind of, it wasn't the exact same cut, but kind of a similar neckline that was cut. It was beautiful, chocolate, dark, dripping on these diamonds. Like, if you was to put a Hershey bar into the fridge and just let it sit out and sweat, it was gorgeous. But when I said Shay set that bar, girl, she set that bar and set the motherfucking tone. The first thing I thought when I thought skin was, how many of these girls are going to be bold enough to be naked? How many of these girls are going to take it to the extra level that it needs to be brought to and be nude? And Shea Coulee came to slay with the new fitted, custom, sexy bodysuit with the what? With the nipples out, with the... Girl, the cakes was drawn on, sequenced all over. Well, not sequenced, sorry. What I meant to say was diamonds all over. She had Swarovski crystals all over it. But by sequence, I mean shiny. When she moved, the light hit her as well. The coloring and the tones was perfect. So after I finished stroking her pussy for the past 5 seconds, I think you already know who won this week. Shea Coulee takes the crown as the top all-star of the week, and she has to lip sync against the lip sync assassin. But of course, before she does that, she's making her choice of who she's gonna send home, which is difficult because the 3 bottom queens are 2 of the queens who was in the same team as her, which was Mariah and Ojana, and also the 3rd bottom weak queen was India. So it was a really, really hard decision for her, but during the deliberation, Ojana completely tapped down and said, hey, I got in my head again. I worked really hard to be here, but we see what happened today, girl. It wouldn't be fair to send these other 2 girls home just because I was on your team when I bombed it. Because of, once again, her lack in encouragement within herself, the girls took that into consideration and was definitely voting her ass home. I'm talking about everybody was sending her packing, including her own self. So, hey, you say you're gonna play the game fair, and if that was fair to you, then by all means, I respect your decision. It's just such a waste because, God, I know she would have been amazing if she would have stayed, but by no means that I want Mariah or India to go home. I believe both of them have a whole lot more to give. India more so than Mariah, but you know, whatever. And the lip sync assassin of the week was Miss Alyssa Edwards. And she didn't do as good as I thought she was gonna do. I mean, this is a lip sync assassin, girl. Like, she be dancing her ass off, but I don't know, I guess because like she wasn't fighting for her life, just, you know, they're being cute, that type of situation. She didn't do her all. And Shay definitely pulled out some tricks, which I'm not surprised. Ended up winning the lip sync and sending Ojana home. Like, home. Like, what you packing, bitch, with Michelle Visage next week home? Like, she went home, unfortunately. I'm disappointed to see such a good queen leave, but I know that Ru definitely has a trick up his sleeve, and a lot of these girls are going to be returning to get their redemption. But that is it for today's review. I hope I covered absolutely everything, and if not, it probably just wasn't important, so move on. Kitty. But if you guys do enjoy this, I will be back next Friday for a whole nother review of episode 3. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you like it, comment down below your thoughts, but keep them positive. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much, and I see you all in the next one. Bye.